The cross-channel row over fishing rights has reached diplomatic level. The UK has summoned the French ambassador to London after French authorities fined 2 British fishing boats and kept one in port overnight. And an ultimatum from Paris to block British boats from its ports if the UK doesn't grant French fishermen more licences expires on Tuesday. Joining me from Cambridge is Professor Catherine Barnard, Deputy Director of the think tank UK in a Changing Europe. Professor Barnard, just how serious is this post-Brexit tit-for-tat, and is one side right?
Yeah, it is getting serious, actually. We know this has been going on for some time. If you cast your mind back to May of this year, at a time which coincided with local elections in the UK, Boris Johnson sent a boat, a Navy boat, to the waters around Jersey. But of course, the issue about licences was still rolling out, because the issue is, under the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, that's the Brexit agreement negotiated by the EU and the UK at Christmas last year, fishermen who fish traditionally in those waters around Jersey had to apply for licences, and they had to show a regular pattern of fishing in those waters. Now, that was easy for big boats with sophisticated equipment, but smaller boats really struggled to do this. And what you're seeing at the moment is that smaller boats have been denied the licences. The numbers are somewhat disputed. The UK says only a couple of percent of boats have been denied licences. The French say 50% have been denied licences. And the French have now said this is not good enough. This is in breach of the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, and we want to take action.
Now, the French have even threatened that they may restrict energy supplies to the Channel Islands over this. Is that really likely?
Well, the French have offered a menu of actions that they might take. And in fact, probably the one which will make the most difference is the fact that they will intensify controls on goods coming into and out of France, controls on lorries and vans coming into and out of France. Now, as you know, following the Brexit decision, what you're seeing at the French border is, of course, regular checks on British goods. The same doesn't apply in reverse because the UK hasn't introduced those checks. But if the French ratchet up those checks, that will absolutely cause trouble at the Channel ports, and it will cause really serious tailbacks, and there'll be shortages of food quite quickly.
And as you're obviously saying, this is clearly about Europe, not just France and Britain. Should the Commission be doing something about this?
Well, that's what the French have also called upon. They've said, look, we, the French, are going to take these actions, in particular, intensify the controls at the borders. But you, the Commission, should act. And there are provisions in the Trade and Cooperation Agreement for the Commission to act. It's Article 506 for those of you who are interested. And what's interesting is that the Commission has been rather quiet this time about its plans. You might remember that the French tried to drum up support for its position very recently at the European Council. But since then, it's gone very quiet indeed.
OK, well, Professor Catherine Barnard, thank you so much for your insights today.
Thank you very much.